All this money made me bored, yeah. But there's lots of drugs to explore, yeah. I'm a boss, yeah, I could employ, yeah. Couldn't buy one, now I got four, yeah. Used to pray fast, don't kick down the door, yeah.
Alright, how's everyone doing today? It is HypeFrag and I am back with a brand new video. Now this is sort of an updated video of a video I'd made over a year ago when I was around 13 and I was just starting out YouTube, and I felt like I needed to update it and go more into depth of the settings. Now this is going to be an update version of the best settings video I did, so I hope you guys do all enjoy today's video. A lot of you were commenting that I'm a noob for using them settings. I didn't know what I was talking about or something like that. I mean, PS4 GTA 5 was kind of new back then, so, well, not kind of new, but a year old ish, so I didn't really know, I guess. But we're gonna go ahead and, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a more in-depth update and let's get into this. We're gonna go ahead and open up the pause menu. Now you can do this just by clicking options. I'm pretty sure every GTA 5 player knows how to do this. Now we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at settings in GTA 5 online and GTA 5 story mode. So let's go ahead and go into controls. Now the controls I use just says this is just a show controls 4-bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what targeting mode I prefer to use. Now assisted aim partial is probably the best one because it helps you aim. It's assisted aim, and if you put assisted aim full, you're just going to be locking onto people way too hard, etc. You won't be able to aim off them. So I'm going to go ahead and go for assisted aim partial, and I will be testing out these settings afterwards for you guys. Free aim assisted, basically all that is like you don't lock onto people or people you want to kill. And now there's different targeting modes you can select using the interaction menu in online, but we're not online yet, so we're just going to go ahead and keep it at assisted aim partial. Now vibration, that's obviously the player's choice. If you like vibrations of your controller, if you don't, just turn it on or off. I'm keeping that on. Now invert look, of course you guys should know what this is. It's where you can basically invert everything. Well, the look you use is basically turning everything opposite, if that makes any sense. Don't know how to explain it more. And third person control type, I'm just going to be using the default GTA control type because that's the one that I grew up to learn. And first person control type, I'm using standard FPS. Now I really do like this control type because as a Call of Duty and FPS player, it's really helpful. I mean, there's standard FPS, there's alternate FPS, and there's also southpaw FPS and alternate plus southpaw, and there's standard FPS 2, all of that, etc. Now some people, PS4 users, I don't know really how to say this, but in Black Ops, Call of Duty, etc., most people on PS4 use L1, R1 to shoot, but since I was coming from like Xbox and stuff, I had to switch it. So from then on I've just had it as I shoot using R2 and I aim using L2. But most people use the top triggers, and it's up to you, whichever one you want to use, but I'm just going to keep it at standard FPS. Now the third person aiming sensitivity, I don't want to keep this too high or too low, so like just keep it medium. Now third person and first person will be the same, so I just keep these around pretty much the same, exactly the same actually. So I do not like switch off third person and then go into first and have to aim slower than usual, etc. So first person look around sensitivity, this is just like while you're walking, etc. Like I'll just demonstrate. While you're walking, the look around sensitivity, just like this, just looking at objects in the game, etc. So that's all that setting is, and it's the same for third person, just like when you're turning the camera around your player in third person. Now the aim look dead zone, I just keep this at max. I don't know why, but I just keep it at max. And now I keep look acceleration max because I think that helps how fast you aim into a character or aim into an enemy. Like if I want to aim into this guy, I looked in really fast. If I want to aim into that guy, I looked in really fast. You get the gist. So now once we've got them settings done, got the acceleration done. I keep allow movement while zoomed on, because last video I kept it off because I didn't actually really know how to zoom in while moving, but apparently you just push up on the D-pad while holding the zoom in button for the sniper rifle and you can zoom in and out. It's really helpful if you're playing Duck Hunt or something, just trying to, you know, trying to live in the free mode hell that is GTA 5. And switch handbrake with duck hydraulics. That'll just switch your R1 with X. So then basically complete opposite settings. I'm keeping that off because I just like having R1 as the handbrakes and X like on the oppressor for the wings. Now drive-by control, I'm keeping it as fire because that's how it was back in the day in last gen GTA 5, because I don't really like to have to aim. Say like you're throwing a sticky bomb, that takes a bit of time. I don't really like to have to aim while in a car, especially if you're the driver. It's like if you have a sticky bomb, you can just hold R1 and throw it and then detonate it, but with this you have to aim in, take your time, could possibly get killed. Now this is only for PS4 I think. Light bar effects, like when you have the cops, the light bar will flash red and blue, etc. And when you're just in a normal session, it will be the color of your crew. And restore defaults, hell no. Audio, I keep the audio onto surround speakers because I do have a gaming headset, so as I turn I like to be able to hear things, like I said, like in Call of Duty, etc. And I keep retain radio volume on. I keep these not too high, just like one down from the max. Dialogue boost, I do not give a dialogue boost. I mean, I probably should do that. Let's just go ahead and keep it on medium. And this is just the default radio station you want to be listening to. I don't really like listening to the radio in GTA, to be honest with you, apart from when I'm in a race or a playlist, etc. Like I said, this is just the output headphones, or this is just some headphones I have in my house. Yeah, if you have stereo speakers, like if you have a TV, just keep it like that, but I'm keeping it surround. If you have a headset, this is probably the best setting, surround speakers. Then you can just change, like as you can see the headphone logos are just moving, you can change it to how you would want it to be. I'll say medium's the best. Now we're gonna go ahead and go into camera. Allow independent camera modes is probably one of the most undermined settings ever, because if you allow independent camera modes, say like you're in first person, you can just allow independent camera modes. Really helpful. I don't really know how to explain more on that, but I just like it like that. And vehicle camera height, I like it on low, not high, because I don't want to be looking like I'm zooming in from the clouds when you spawn in on GTA, so I keep that to low. First person auto level, yes, so because the camera in first person can be a bit weird to look at sometimes. Now field of view, I keep this max. Most of you will have it as default as this, I think. Now if you look, it looks really zoomed in. I really like it zoomed out because it looks so much better. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell the difference, but just look at this. You can just get much more on your screen than you usually would in first person. So after that, we're gonna have first person combat roll on, of course, because if you don't have that ticked off, all it really does is takes you in third person when you're in first person trying to combat roll. First person ragdoll. Ragdolling, if you guys don't know, is basically if you hold the jump button and press the circle, but I don't know which this will be on other consoles, etc. So just like this, for example, that's a ragdoll, and I'll just show you guys in third person. That's all a ragdoll is. And when you're falling, etc. off a building, that's ragdolling. So, and head bobbing, I really do hate that. That's that really weird effect you get while you're walking in first person. Your camera's just bouncing up and down. Just keep that off. Don't turn it on. And first person, third person cover, I keep that off because I like going into cover in first person. That's just if you want to go into third person as soon as you take cover. And do not tick this. Just whatever you do, don't tick that. Otherwise you won't be able to see the steering wheel or anything. Just don't tick that, or just keep it off. And auto center, yes. First person drive, yes. So that's the camera. Now as we go into display, obviously you want to have the radar on, but I mean you could put it on blips or just have it off. I take it off when I want to take thumbnails, etc. for glitches, but I'm going to keep it on obviously now. And weapon target, I keep mine as simple. Some people like to have it on complex, but I keep it simple. And you can just increase the size of your reticle here and GPS route. That's where you can set waypoints, etc. Brightness, just keep it how it is. Safe zone size, I just keep that how it is. In-game depth for field effects. Now what that is I would have to go online to show you, but say you're looking in a scope and you're looking really far in the distance, it'll kind of blur out the distance, and if you take the scope off, you'll be able to see it clearly, if that makes any sense. And screen kill effects, that's just blood, etc, all of that. Subtitles off, and my measurement system is of course Imperial. So as far as notifications go, I'm just going to keep this phone alerts on, status on, crew updates, all of this on, and message frequency, you'll have this as default on 2 minutes. I'm just going to keep this on to no delay because I like when my friends can send me messages instantly. Now, Rockstar Editor, I hardly use this at all, just hardly. It's just some random settings you guys can choose by yourself. And starting and save up, I load into GTA because I hardly play story mode. I've completed the story mode countless number of times. And autosave, yeah, just keep that on. Motion sensor, now if you do turn these on, it's really cool because reload, you can shake your PS4 controller and it will reload in game. Boat, you can actually control your boat with the motion sensor. Bike, you can control your bike using motion sensor. Like say if you pull forward, they'll throttle your bike forwards. Same with the aircraft, you get the gist, like you can control it. So I don't know, I like to keep these off just in case I accidentally like crash or something, but reload, I'll keep that on now. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Hope you enjoyed this updated version. It's been Frag and I'm out, guys. Peace.